So, welcome to the channel then. I'm actually back here in Romania just shortly. I'm actually on my way up towards the Moldovan border where I'm crossing in on Friday night, Saturday morning to start scouting for 5 days. And on my way up to that border and to meet the 3 people that are joining me, I've decided to come and check out this old monastery. Now, I've known about this for a while. I've just turned up. It was kind of really strange environment when I rocked up. There's kind of an empty car park, all been renovated, all new. But the site itself is all crumbling, wrecked and ruined like this. There was a gate, it was locked. I just spoke to a guy who spoke broken English and he just opened it for me and in I came. It wasn't even a difficult negotiation, so here we are. And it seems maybe like an earthquake or something because everything around is collapsed all the way around. So I'm going to try and get on inside and see what images are left to be had. Let's do it. You've got scaffolding in here too, but there is some actual nice features, in particular towards the window here, the door here. If I close the external door, the ceilings are stunning, and this way, and this area is fairly safe, fairly. Directly above me is fine. It's over there where the collapse has happened. What a shame. I mean, a couple of beautiful details in here. I mean, it's going to be a chaotic shot. There's going to be quite a lot of things that are breaking up the image. It might look quite cool still. Like I was saying, there's at least a couple of nice compositions to be had in here. But, you know, these kind of places I like. Peaceful, quiet. I think 24mm would be probably perfect, to be honest. Official Canon battery, right? Every time I charge these now, it keeps coming up with an error on my back of my camera saying, is this a counterfeit? I've had it for 3-4 years. It's doing it on all of them as well, so I think it's a problem with my actual R5 as opposed to the batteries themselves. Very interesting. Also taking ages to turn on, and it's done it again. Very interesting. The thing is, they're not old. There's nothing wrong with the batteries. I think, like I say, it's the camera itself. Let's try an older battery. It's on now. Okay, really easy to start. going to move for a different shot. Okay. So, I'm going to go for the obvious one next. It's raining heavily outside, which is not ideal, I'm not going to lie. Oh, wow. This is actually looking fantastic. If I use the 17, that table though will be in the way. And I know this place is trashed, but the table just kind of would look odd. I'm going to move it while the 24mm shot is taken, because I know for a fact the table is not in the shot. So let's pull it back a bit. I've created a lot of dust, as you can see, with the table. Which is not good. My stuff's over here. And there's no light ray, and I don't want a light ray. So I'm just going to let that settle and just quickly grab my 17 out. In fact, I'm going to go one step further than that. I'm going to move completely my bag to outside here. It's a lot cleaner, a lot drier by the door. Just put my stuff down here. It's just drier. Not so much dust in the air. Okay, 17mm then. Now there is one issue, and that is that on that side, because of where I've positioned the camera, I might have to come further back still, because I'm now getting glow off the window coming into the bulbous 17mm. Of course, it's got that front element. The shape of this is fantastic. I do think I've got at least half a metre. So I'm going to do that. Let's move further back. Hopefully not too far. That's probably about right. And then shift upwards. Perfect alignment. It's a superb shot, by the way. Left and right, there is actually just two figures on the wall, and I want them included, but I don't want the table frame in, and I don't want more purple fringing coming on the side of the lens. I'm probably going to use the hand technique to stop that flare anyway, but I don't want more than is necessary, and there's now quite a lot. So it seems that this golden position is around here. I can actually shift up a little bit more than that. Oh, it's looking amazing here. Now, just sometimes, even just the slightest smudge on the front will make this worse with this lens. We don't want anything really, to be honest. Okay. Okay. It's still there, but it is mostly left side, you know. Okay, I'm going to put it here. Do you know what I need for this lens? I need a traffic cone. Right, that's what I need. That's better. That seems better. That is better. Okay. Yeah, it's looking kind of cool. Dramatic shot, you know. Absolutely dramatic. I'm actually going to do the top two. Now this is going to be even worse of purple fringing, I think, because it will come sideways like there, yeah. It's not purple fringing, it's just a light spot. Purple light spot from the lens coating. I'll show you it actually. I'll come back down here, let's film. see that there? That's what I'm trying to eliminate. The brighter this gets, of course, the worse it looks, you know. And that's the thing, when I brighten up this shot, that's what's happening. Still, the foreground of this is quite bright, and the top, where the beauty is very, very dark. So it's going to need some graduated filters. It's going to need some filter work in post, and I've talked about that on a recent video about editing, where I actually do exactly that, to shape the light and bend the light where you want it. It's something I do quite a lot, especially when there's light falling in like this. It doesn't look particularly pleasing. It's not the look that I want. I'm just going to do, I think I've got all the images that I need. Yeah, I've got the images I need. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and bring my camera back and use these arches here in this doorway as my shields. Because I wouldn't have to come that far back, I don't think, before it eliminates the purple. Yep, gone here. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Just literally stepping back. I'm using these arches now. There's two arches left and right in the doorway that bend outwards, just like a cone shaped. Why didn't I use them already? I should have done that. So there we are, always learning. Just going to straighten everything up now and try and nail this. I'm really happy with where I'm at suddenly. Now, I don't want to go up too much on the tilt shift because I am getting some of the archway actually now in my frame, which of course I do not want. Yeah, I've got the images I need. I was actually wrapping up when I saw another photo in the entrance. I don't quite know how I didn't see it before, to be honest. Because I'm always looking for the main shot to start with. Basically, there's the cross lying against the entrance, which looks cool. There's the decay on the right. It's going to be dark. I've left the door open just a little ajar, just so that I can get some light into this room. But again, the ceiling is fantastic. I've switched to the 24 again for it. And I've activated the bracketing once more. Doesn't need a big ISO. 400's good. Oh wow, the colours are something else. The blue, it's like chocolate. It's like a chocolate and blue with decay, the crack. Oh, it's a good shot. I really, really like this one. The colour in here is absolutely beautiful. Okay, the weather's turned really bad. When I say bad, I mean proper thunderstorms outside and above me, and it's not a good place to be in a thunderstorm. Doesn't seem like it's going to be here for long, but it's going to be an epic sunset at the same time. Lightning going off, rainbow over there. I think you can hear that rumbling. Epic sky happening, and the monastery is obviously not a cool place to be. I'm trying to wrap up my shots. It just looks fantastic. And that's my setup. I'm going to crop heavily all this flooring. It looks amazing, actually. That's a brilliant. I really, really like that. So I'm just waiting for it to subside. I've finished that shot. It looks really nice. I really like the colours in there. Really fantastic. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. And this one, open? Open. Okay, thank you. Okay, quite the sky. Ladies let me out because I was kind of like inside the perimeter. So that concludes everything. I think that's really nice. That's all for now in Romania. I'm actually heading to Moldova on Friday and picking up a group from Saturday morning, we're heading over there for 5 days. And I've already had one issue. Turns out hire cars are not allowed into Moldova anymore since the Ukraine war. So I've ended up having to look for a kind of different company. It cost me quite a lot of money to do that. So hopefully we get some great results over there too. Coming up, I'm back in Romania and I'll have a photography tour, full tour, with 7 people actually starting next weekend, so the following weekend here in Romania, hence why this is all tied together like this. So there's going to be more from here in Romania, hopefully, not as many as last time, maybe 2 or 3, because we're quite busy this spring and I've got a big group to contend with and talk to, and it's a proper workshop, so we're talking all about the pros and cons of architecture photography, interiors, relics, whatever, and we're going to go off looking for some cool stuff too. And it's a pleasure to be back. Hopefully I have some more luck than I did tonight, better luck than I did tonight. If you've got any comments, leave them below. I hope you've enjoyed those images anyway, and we'll see you soon. More from Moldova coming up next.